Alright, what's up guys? Um so today I will be starting a MLB Show 20 franchise here. Uh so as you can see, I'll be using the Boston Red Sox here. So today I'll just take you through the roster and stuff and give you some of my thoughts, and then we'll play opening day. Alright, so starting in right field, Alex Verdugo. He is definitely someone I think could be a big part of our team going forward. Uh, Good contact hitter, uh, with potential to grow, definitely. Only 23-year-old. He bats lefty, throws lefty. For right field, he has a good arm, good at fielding, so I think he'll probably be in our long-term plan. So I'm excited to have him. Last year for Los Angeles, he hit good. Or last, like, yeah, I guess that would be 2 years ago now. But other than him though, nothing really here. Like, none of these guys are really intriguing. I guess Jaron Duran maybe, but none of these guys really spark my interest. But Verdugo, I think, should be probably our franchise right fielder for the next couple years at least. He's very solid. In center field, a guy that's been here for so long, his whole career, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 29 years old, only see potential. I just don't see him being here past another year, maybe two. Like, he's good in the field, he's got a good arm, but hitting is not really that good. He's not probably gonna put up too good of numbers. If he starts hitting good, then we'll think about keeping him. Uh, but other than him, we have Gilberto Jimenez, who looks like an okay prospect. Got some upside for contact, and he looks like a good fielder already, and he's pretty fast. But other than that, I don't know. He's only 19 years old, so he definitely has potential to grow. So we'll see with him. It's kind of early to tell how good he'll actually be, but definitely intriguing there. And other than that, though, uh, got Bradley Beals, who or Brady, my bad, who kind of looks interesting, but only deep potential. Probably won't grow much, and nobody else really is too good. What in left field, JD Martinez, who has also been here a couple years now. Um, he's very good at hitting. Uh, he was one of the best hitters in the league for a couple years. He's actually been one of the best in the league for a while. He's not good at in the field, and he's not that fast, but he's just 32, so he'll start going down. He's been really good for a while now. So he'll start regressing. But against lefties, I think he could really shine, especially this year. But just don't know how much longer he'll be here. But Andrew Benintendi will probably take over after him. He looks good. He has good plate skills, so like that's vision, discipline, and clutch. Uh, I mean, he's not that good at hitting right now, but he is 25, so he still has a couple years to develop before we really see him in his prime. So I think he could get better. He's solid in the field. His really accurate arm, and he's not too fast, but he's just kind of average. So we'll see what happens there. All right, so at shortstop we have Xander Bogaerts, who obviously you can tell by his stats is an insane hitter versus lefties. He's got a good arm, and he is maybe a little bit above average speed, but I think he's 27. He could still get better. I think he'll probably be our shortstop for the whole time here. If not at short, he could play third because, like you said, he has a good arm. So he's an interesting guy. He's been here for his whole career, and he's been good since 2016. So I think he'll definitely be probably our shortstop or in the infield at least. Um, Going forward. Then there's Yar Yaro Yairo Munoz. Um, he's kind of interesting. Solid contact, solid plate skills, solid fielding. I don't think he really wows me anywhere. He could be maybe like a platoon guy and depend like he could maybe come in and start a couple games, but I really don't not have much on him except he's gonna be valuable because he can play almost every position except first and catcher, so that is valuable. Um, he can come in whenever. He's currently the second rated shortstop on this roster. Antonio Flores. He's a good fielder. B potential, 19 years old. I don't really think we have anything here. Like, obviously he's a good fielder, but I don't really want a guy who cannot hit to save his life. And so, unless he drastically improves that, I don't think he we could trade him or something like that. I don't know. He's got to get better hitting now. Other than those guys, I not too much. Jonathan Arruez, uh, kind of just there, I guess. He's only 21 though, so could see an improve. At third, we have Rafael Devers, probably gonna be our third baseman the whole time, unless he just starts performing really bad. Solid fielder. His plate skills need to get better, but against righties, which he's gonna be facing most of the time, because there's more righties than lefties. He's very good, and he's only 23, can easily improve more. So I think he'll be probably one of our best bats going forward here this whole time. Bobby Delbeck, uh, he's kind of interesting. He has not played, or he hadn't played a game before 2020, and he's kind of solid. He got good power. I don't know. This could be interesting. Maybe he finds a way onto this roster and competes for a spot in the starting lineup for a couple years here. I don't know, because he only has C potential, so maybe hold him back like a little bit. Anyway, Michael Chavez, um, good power versus lefties. Other than that, though, nothing stands out really. Solid fielder, solid speed. Nothing too crazy, but he can play or 5 positions, so could be valuable, especially if we can develop his hitting more. Uh, Tristan Casas, uh, very good prospect. Solid fielder already. Okay speed. His plate skills need to get better, but his hitting, I think we can develop that. And he's only 20 years old. I think he could be another guy who makes a way into the starting lineup. Other than them, couple lower rated guys I don't see ending up making it, but the top these couple guys up here all have a good shot of doing good things for us. Justin Pedroia, 35 years old. Like, you hate to see like him traded or anything, but really, he hasn't done anything. I don't know. He's kind of just here because we don't want to trade him. And he's got a big contract for what he brings to the table. He started 6 games in 2019. Like, for $13.8 million for 2 years, that's not worth it. Jose Peraza could be okay. He could be solid. Another utility guy, can play a lot of spots. A solid fielder, solid speed and stuff. I don't know. He could be okay. I don't necessarily see him being a full-time starter, maybe, but like with that high vision, you never know. And then Brent Netzer, um, could be okay, I guess. 23 years old, B potential. Nothing. He's not really good at anything. At first, we're really lacking. Nobody here really could find a way, really being a big part of this team. Maybe Josh O'Kimmy, if he can develop, get a little bit more potential, higher potential. You never know. He's 24, but probably not. He's not even in the bigs yet. First base, we really need to improve, but you look at at third base, we have a bunch of guys who could play first base. Maybe Tristan Casas goes to first base full time if we need that. Maybe, I don't know. Catcher, Christian Vasquez, probably going to be our catcher. It's tough to find good hitting catchers. He is, as terms of catchers, pretty good hitting. So, and he's good in the field. Really nothing to dislike about him. I think he's only 29, so he still has a couple more years. Should be our catcher of the future. But if not, Devi Grulan, I'll say. Solid fielder, solid bat for a catcher, I guess. Still can grow. He's only 23. Also has decent potential, so you never know with him if something happens to Vasquez. He could step in. Kevin Plawicki, I guess it is probably. He is currently the backup. Nothing special here. He's good. He's good at blocking, but he's a below average hitter. And then nothing else really here makes me too excited. Connor Wong does look like he could be okay. So I don't know. And then Chad Remy. He's good at hitting, especially for a catcher. Just the defense is not there. I'll probably put him in Double A though, because I don't know. And closing pitcher Matt Barnes right now is the closer, but probably not for too much longer. Trevor Hildenberger, he always seems to find his way into the Rule 5 draft, and he hasn't pitched too great, except for that first year he pitched good. But like, I don't know, solid ratings. I think he could be a solid part of our bullpen. But Matt Barnes probably here for another year or two, maybe longer, depending on how good he does. Relief pitchers, I've seen worse, but it's not a good bullpen. Josh Taylor, maybe the best reliever here. He's okay. Probably, I mean, in a bullpen, he'd be solid 2 or 3 option. But other than that, probably not your go-to like setup guy. Colin McHugh, kind of old at this point. He had that good year 2 years ago in Houston, but it hasn't been too great. And really, the rest of the bullpen's just kind of okay. William Kell maybe could be some. I don't know. A couple good guys down here like Durbin Feltman. He could be solid. Same with Thad Ward, could be a solid long reliever. But I don't really see too much here. Starting pitchers, Chris Sale. He probably is here for the majority of the time. He's just too good to pass up. Probably gonna be our ace for at least a couple years. He's really good. Like, I don't know, y'all know who Chris Sale is. Just really good. Eduardo Rodriguez. This could be interesting because he's got good ratings and stuff. Lefty, but I don't know if he can pitch well. Then he'll probably be around to stay for a couple more years. If he can't, he could very well be on his way out. Probably here for this year and then probably next year because of the arbitration. But if he doesn't pitch good next year, could definitely see his way. Could definitely be somewhere else besides Boston. Nathan Eovaldi. He's kind of old at this point. He's been around the league. He's just kind of okay, I guess. Nick Pivetta. He could be solid, only 27, so he still got a year or two to grow, and I don't know, he hasn't been really good, I guess, but maybe can find himself in the back end of the rotation. In terms of prospects, not too much. Lincoln Kolb, uh, not that good. Connor Siebold, all right, I guess. But nothing here that's too. Oh, I need that right now. Like nothing's that good for them. So that's the roster. You'll see all the A potentials here. There's a good amount of them, but I don't know. A lot of them are already like up here. So you know. Alright guys, so that'll be it for today. We just looked at the roster and whatnot. Next time I will have a game where we played the Toronto Blue Jays. I already played it and I'm just making an intro or outro now. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll see you later.